Hey, don't go anywhere. You do not want to miss this question that somebody asked me. Y'all, I've been doing some research and this is a juicy question right here. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere at all. Hey, family, how y'all doing? How y'all doing there in the background? I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this question. Like, I have been trying to figure out how to answer this question for the longest because I just feel like it's illegal in all my bones, y'all, but I figured out a way to answer it. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's go here. Where are we? So this is Q&A for 15 minutes with your CEO 3 times the real Alisa Applewhite, y'all. And I am so excited about this question. I'm telling you, right? Like this question right here, it is I'm nervous to speak about it. Like I don't want the government to come after me, y'all. Because this a question. This is a question, and I'm just getting some stuff in here that is going to protect me. protect me from getting in any trouble because this is a question. All right, so this is 15-minute live Q&A with your CEO Alisa Applewhite. I mean, the real Alisa Applewhite. Look, I'm so nervous, y'all. I'm so nervous to just say it. Like it's just this is the question. Like I'm just nervous to say it. All right, y'all. So welcome my Instagram people. Make sure you stay tuned. This question right here, I'm telling you, I'm like really nervous and I've been researching it and I've been reading and we're going to get to the banner, right? So let me get 15 minutes on the clock over here because y'all know I be doing stuff in the moment. This is why I like live because I do stuff in the moment, right? It's like Alisa, she can't fake this right here. She's doing this in the moment. But this question really scared me, y'all. I'm like, can I even legally search this question? Like, can I legally search the question that they're asking me today? And people might know more about this question. So definitely, let's make sure you tune in. All right, y'all, let's get it. So why do I go live Monday through Friday, y'all? It's simple. People keep asking me questions. They DM me, they email me, they text me, they call me, asking me different things about healthcare staff, and they ask me different things about business. They ask me about family, right? They ask me about friends. They ask me just stuff. And I'm like, yo, I wish I honestly had 15 minutes a day to talk to everybody, to answer their question in depth, because I truly like to see people grow. I want to see people go to the next level. So one of the things that I started to do was questions and answers live with your CEO 3 times the real Alisa Applewhite, which is I. All right. So I answer your questions. So keep sending in these questions. Like, I don't know who asked this question today, but I'm telling you, I'm nervous. I'm nervous to answer. Like, I'm going to get to the question though, but I'm real nervous to answer this one. All right. So I always get this question too. Why do they call you CEO 3 times, y'all? We are all CEO 3 times. I'm trying to tell you, we are CEOs of ourselves, we are CEOs of our families, and we're CEOs of our community. So everybody is a CEO at least 3 times, right? But I call myself CEO 3 times. Why? Because I have 3 companies, y'all. Let's get to it. We got top of the line healthcare staff, and that's the healthcare staffing agency that staffs medical professionals in hospitals, doctors' offices, and nursing homes. Then we have TOTLHS Heart of Gold Inc. This is our nonprofit. This is our baby that takes care of the medical professionals, y'all. I'm telling you, like, we're growing this baby so big. We literally help with everything that you can potentially think of: childcare, credit, mortgage assistance, scholarship assistance, like whatever you can help take that medical professional's mind off of stressing, and they can focus on the patient. That is our goal, because we want them to treat patients right. Why? Because one day any one of us could become a patient, right? So raise your hands if you have ever been a patient before. If you have, you can be on our podcast. Let's get it, right? So then we have company number 3, the real Alisa Applewhite Consulting. The real Alisa Applewhite Consulting literally teaches people how to build a staffing agency from scratch to government, right? We also help everyday medical professionals to be the best medical professional they could potentially be. We also partner with hospitals, doctors' offices, and nursing homes, y'all. We did nursing homes, but now doctors' offices. We partner with them to show them how to keep their staff, how to retain their staff. So that's a huge thing. And people go, how do you do that? Plus I do staffing, y'all, because anybody who knows me know I have one goal. That's it. That's just to make sure patients have people who are accountable, professional, and compassionate at the bedside. It ain't nothing different for me. I serve God. I serve God's people. So what do? I'm going to serve at my highest level, right? All right. So this consulting company not only has that, but we have Beyond the Scrubs podcast. So if you are a medical professional and you have a story that you want to get out, we want you, right? If you are a patient and you have a story that you want to get out, we want you, okay? We want you so we can tell your story, y'all. We have also partnered with some schools, middle schools and high schools, y'all, where we go into the schools and we help the teenagers with credit, business building, confidence building. Like, we help them, right? So we are growing every day, and I'm just so excited about this journey. Hello, my Instagram people. Comment course up there. So hello, my Instagram people. So we are on this journey, and I'm so excited, and I want y'all to come with me. All right, we got 11 minutes left, y'all, and I said I was going to say this question. I'm really scared to say this question, but I'm gonna say it. It's coming out because somebody asked it, and I got to answer it. And I don't know why would you ask me this question, but I wanted to know too. I just didn't want to answer it live. I was going, I did my research before on it, but when it came through, I was like, oh, I got to answer that question. All right, government people. So I'm just asking a question, and I'm answering to the best of my ability. So this is how we go, right? Somebody asked a question. I give you 3 things on what I think will answer the question, right? And this is the 3 things that I read about that I feel like will answer this question, right? So everybody's like, Alisa, what's the question? Get to the question. What are you doing? Get to the question. All right, I'm getting to the question. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get it out there. Boom. What is a shell company? Anybody? Don't all speak at one time. Anybody know? Nobody know? Okay. What is a shell company? So, in brief, these are what people call Ponzi schemes. I don't know why people ask me these questions, but I'm going to answer it. So, but I found out now, government, I read this on the internet that these Ponzi schemes are legal. You can get them constructed legal. All right, so let's get to it. So what is a shell company, y'all? So I'm going to read directly from the source that I have here because I like reading directly from the source. A shell company, also known as a shell corporation or shell entity, is a business entity that exists on paper or in legal form, but typically, this is crazy, but typically has little or no active business operations, assets, or employees. Instead, it primarily serves as a vehicle for various purposes. Okay, let's break this down again, y'all. A shell company sounds like a company, doesn't it? Sound like a company, sounds like a legitimate company. Shell company, also known as a shell corporation or shell entity, right, is a business entity that exists on paper. So when I read that part, I said, wait a minute. If it exists on paper, then somebody got to be running it. Somebody got to be working it. Somebody has to be getting paid out of there. No. In legal form, it exists on paper, according to my sources, but typically it has little to no active business operations, assets, or employees. So it has no active business operations, no assets, no active, meaning somebody's in there moving it, assets, or active employees that's working. But this is a legal company. Y'all need to research this stuff. This is what I'm talking about. These are the secrets that the rich be keeping from us. Oh, my bad. I'm rich now. I'm sorry. This is the secrets that the rich be keeping from us, y'all. A shell company. I'm going to read it again for people coming in. And this episode is going to take a little bit longer because I'm telling you, I'm nervous. I'm nervous still talking about it because it don't even sound like a real company, but it is a real company. A shell company, also known as a shell corporation or shell entity, is a business entity that exists on paper or in legal form that typically has little. What that mean? Or in legal form? What does that mean? If somebody's not operating it, how can it be a company? That's the question, right? It typically serves as a vehicle for various purposes, which can include, boom. So I picked 3 things that a shell company is. And the first one is for financial transactions. So why is a shell company for financial transactions? Shell companies are often used for financial transactions such as mergers and acquisitions, asset transfers, or raising companies. So these big words, y'all know these big fancy words. I try not to have big fancy words. I try to bring it down, right? So mergers. Merger is a simple word for one company gets with another company, and that one company bought that company, and now they say, instead of us just closing you down and having your employees not have a job, we're going to merge all our employees together. So that's what a merger is, right? And then acquisitions is the same thing. One company buys another company. That's an acquisition. So then asset transfers, right? So I have an asset and I'm going to transfer it. I'm going to transfer that asset. I have an asset and I'm going to transfer that asset into that shell company that nobody works at, that there has no employees, that there's no physical business operations going through. Okay. And somebody can dispute this all day long. They need to answer it the right way because I'm telling you from what I'm reading on my sources, right? So shell companies are often used for financial transactions such as mergers, acquisitions, asset transfers, and raising capital. Meaning, short term, they're used to move big money. That's all those fancy words mean, y'all. All those fancy words mean we using this company to move money that everyday people don't see. That's what we're using that company for. All right, the next one is God, this sounds so horrible. What is a shell company? It literally said tax avoidance. So government, don't come for me. Okay, this is what the research says. Tax avoidance. Let's read this. Right? What is a shell company? Tax avoidance. Some businesses use shell companies to reduce, I like that word, their tax liabilities by moving profits or assets to a jurisdiction with lower tax rates. All right, so I didn't think this was possible. until there was a trust. I was talking to somebody about a trust, and apparently Wyoming is the place to open a trust because it's the cheapest and they have the lowest tax rates. That I don't even think they tax you in Wyoming, period, for opening the trust. And I'm just like, you can do that and live in North Carolina. I didn't think that was legal, or live in California. But it's legal. I'm giving y'all a lot of secrets here, y'all. I'm just telling y'all what the rich know, you know, being on this side now. I don't know. I'm still on both, I guess, straddling the fence. I don't know, but I'm just saying. This stuff just blows my mind that this is actually legal. All right. So, tax avoidance, the word they use. Some businesses use shell companies to reduce their tax liabilities, which every company should reduce their tax liabilities, by moving profits or assets to a jurisdiction with lower tax liabilities. So you move it to Wyoming, you move it to absolutely not California, y'all. They charge so much, right? So you move it to a jurisdiction that has less taxes. You move it through this shell company, so you don't have to pay taxes to the government. This is called tax avoidance, right? All right, so let's get to the third one. What is a shell company? Oh, I went back up. What is a shell company? And the third one I put up here is for legal protection. Let me read this to you. Legal protection. In some cases, companies create shell entities to protect their core assets from potential legal claims or liabilities. So, if you haven't heard this, it's just like a trust. If the company owns everything, but you own nothing, but you own the trust, right? So you own the trust owns everything, but you're not liable for anything. Try to figure that out on your own. That one right there. When I learned that, I was like, oh, wow. So this is how the rich keep getting richer. Is these trusts and these shell companies. But I'm gonna keep reading because I don't want to just get y'all out here and y'all just start say, hey, I'm gonna open me up a shell company. So I really need to read this one for you. Money laundering. Shell companies have been used for money laundering. Illicit activities, including money laundering, may involve the use of shell companies to obscure, see these fancy words, to literally change, right, the origins of the funds. So they literally say, point blank period, anybody who has watched Power before me, I'm gonna sell these drugs, right? And then I'm gonna sell these drugs and I'm gonna buy a laundromat and then I'm gonna run it through the laundromat money so it can look like clean money. That's what a shell company is, the legal way, right? Drug dealers been doing it wrong the whole time when they could have legally had a shell company. I'm just saying, not giving them advice, but I'm just saying, right? That is what they did. You cannot money launder, y'all. You're gonna go to jail. Like, this stuff is just, it's unbelievable how legal this stuff is. Like, you're going to go to jail if you money launder. But shell companies, apparently, some people use it for this. I'm so puzzled by this. So, for all of this, what is a shell company? Right? So, it is for financial transactions. We went over it. It is for tax avoidance. We went over this. And then it's for legal protection. And what I'm going to say to you is, I don't want to scare anybody. I don't want to scare anybody, but I need to read to you the rest of this, okay? Because it's important to me. I don't like to hold back stuff. Get a lawyer and talk to a lawyer about this, right? Because I'm quite sure they can construct it in a way where it's going to be legal for everybody, because it's legal. It's legal. It's just you have to talk to a lawyer to see how they can construct it in a way that's not going to make it illegal. Okay, because it's like borderline on the illegal thing, right? I don't think I'm gonna have a shell company. I'll stay away from this company. I will, right? But I trust. I'm gonna have trust. I'm gonna have a couple of trusts, but shell companies, I think I'm gonna stay away from. All right, so it is important to note that while shell companies can serve legitimate purposes, right, they are sometimes associated with fraudulent or illegal activities such as tax evasion, and y'all know everybody went to jail for that. What's our guy? Oh my God, he played in How can I forget Wesley Snipes? Jesus, I was about to say he played in New Jack City, but he was literally Neil Brown. I mean, Neil Brown. I can't even say it now. Like my tongue is twisted. But tax evasion, embezzlement, or fraud. As a result, governments and regulatory bodies in many countries have implemented stricter regulations and reporting requirements for shell companies to prevent misuse. So, meaning, majority of people that have shell companies probably misuse it in a fraudulent way, but it doesn't matter because somebody made this legal. Like, y'all wouldn't believe how much stuff is legal, and you just like, why are they putting these other people in jail? Why is the rest of the people not in jail for all the stuff that's legal, right? So this is what a shell company is. Don't ask me this question again. Made me very nervous. I feel like somebody's watching me now, right? I'm just playing. Ask me the question. Only God has my heart. I mean, only God has my mind. So I ain't worried about anything else. All right, so let's make sure you are following me on all social media platforms at The Real Alisa Applewhite. Again, that's The Real Alisa Applewhite. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Like, I don't care what you're doing. Stop. Subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, right? The Real Alisa Applewhite. That's The Real Alisa Applewhite. And we got a comment. So let's see what this comment say. I got to be prepared for this. What this comment say? Oh, what's up, Miss Ransom? How you doing, boo-boo? She said, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Who gave us the heart? Shamika. All right. Good afternoon to you, love. Nice seeing you up here. Thank you for watching. So, next month, December 4th, I believe the date is, we are literally, this is the end of the year, so you won't get it, right? I don't even know what I'm doing next year, but I know in December, for 8 weeks, I am teaching a group of people, praise God, how to build a healthcare staffing agency from scratch. And I want you to be a part of it. There's only a select amount of people. So if you want to be a part of it, whatever social media platform you're on now, you need to DM me course or December, some type of word to indicate it, because I had my team looking at it. We found several people in our DMs that wanted the course that we announced that just like barely missed being out of it, because I'm like, why are we checking these DMs? Like, what's going on? Because I figured, I didn't know it was going to be this big. But I have my limit. I have my limit of people. And the reason why I have my limit of people, because people got to get the information, and I have a lot of information to give. So if you are the next person, if you're sitting here and you like, Lisa, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to take care of my kids? How am I going to make sure that I make an impact in this world? If that is you and you are worried about how you're going to end this year, how is you going to support Christmas, you need to be in this December class, okay? You need to be in this December class so you can change your life like healthcare staffing has changed my life, okay? Healthcare staffing has literally turned my whole family around. And as a nurse, it was just beautiful. But as an owner, it hits way different. So what I'm saying to you is, if you want to be a part of this course, you better not miss out. I promise you better not miss out. And we're doing a Black Friday sale that literally started on the 1st of November. And that price will set in stone until we are completely booked with all the people that we want. So if you have any question about it, if you talked to me before, I promise you're going to want to talk to me again, because I still can't believe that I'm doing it for this price. So, Mommy, Amazing always comes in. What's up,
Look at my truck.
That's so pretty. You want to show the people your truck?
Yeah.
I'm showing your truck, baby.
Look, my truck is just red.
Her truck is so red. Ain't it pretty, y'all?
Yeah. It has this, and it has a trunk in here.
Okay.
And it has a door to open. And this has this light in here. And this has a chair.
Okay.
And it has a hand.
So I'm going to say bye to the people.
And that's this. This is lights.
Okay.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. So as always, go get some tissue, Mama. as always, I want to say to you, look, as always, I want to say to you, give me 1 second, amazing. I love you. I don't even know who you are, but I love you. But if you want to take this course, you need to get into my DMs. You need to get into my DMs. DM me course. DM me health. DM me December. Let's do December in course. There you go. December in course. We'll create a mini chat to answer to y'all responsibly. And that's another thing. I'm not taking everybody. I'm telling you now, I'm not taking everybody. I have to personally talk to you to make sure we are a good fit for each other, because I'm not going to headache myself with this, okay? This is a one-time thing that I'm doing, and I don't know if I will ever do it again. I'm just being honest. So, with that being said, I absolutely love you. I'm so glad that you decided to spend today with me, and I'm so glad you're breathing. I'm so glad you're alive, but I promise you, you need to go build a relationship with your creator, because there is nothing more important or that's going to stabilize your life than the relationship you have with your creator. So go and make the relationship with your creator, because God loves you way more than me, way more than your mother. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. Way more than your daddy. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. Your kids, your wife, your husband. Look, the love that God has for you is ridiculously crazy. So go and get it and go build your relationship with your creator. All right, I will definitely see y'all tomorrow. Love you. I'm going to leave you with
healthcare is affected by everything, right? You could be walking and have a stroke or have a heart attack. Now you are in the healthcare system, right? You can just all of a sudden start having mental issues, and now you're in the healthcare system, right? You could be minding your business and somebody can come in and shoot you, or hit your car or something like that, and now you are in the healthcare arena. And this is why healthcare is so important to me, because to me it matters who's at the bedside, right? So I always say to people, it doesn't matter to me that I have a nurse that say, hey, I'm a nurse, or I'm a CNA, and they show up at the building, right? That doesn't show me their integrity. Their integrity, their accountability, their professionalism, it shows when the door is closed. That is how you know how true a person is to their mission of being a healthcare professional, right? It's how they treat the patients with the doors closed. And my goal is to help to educate healthcare staffing owners and also medical professionals, and again hospitals, on how to help medical professionals get back to that mindset of how to treat people when the door is closed.